guys, today I'll be showing you how to convert your HTC One M8 to the Google Play Edition on a Mac this time, due to a request. So, to begin, we'll probably need to download a few more things. You'll need to head over to, well, I'll put all the links down anyway. You'll need to download the Android tools, Android SDK tools from Google. You'll need, we'll change the model ID and carrier ID, so you'll need S off for that. I do have a tutorial covering that, but it uses a discontinued service, so for now you'll have to pay for it unless you can make it work. So I won't be covering how to S off because I've already done it. And lastly, you also need to download the RUU ROM update utility for the Google Play Edition. This is to fully convert your device to the Google Play Edition. So we should download this first because it is the largest one. So head over to this link and just keep on scrolling down near the bottom of the first post, and you want to go to graphicsnyc.com/m8.php, and this will allow you to get all the downloads there, which is great. So I'm going to download the 5.0.1 stock rooted GPE RUU. So just click on the button underneath there. Might be a bit bright so you guys can't see. That should be better. Alright then. So next you just need to enter the captcha, rhythm, and blues. Alright, so go ahead and save the file here. We'll move it later to another folder. So while that is downloading, you need to go to our Android Studio website or web page and scroll down to see, click on other download options at the top, and then download the Mac OS X version of the SDK tools only. So go ahead and agree to the license and hit download, and save that as well. Now this is an 80 megabyte download, so it will be less than what the RUU is, but it will still take a little longer. So while that's doing all that, go over to your phone and head over to settings, and then we're going to enable ADB or USB debugging. So you go to about phone and then scroll down to the build number and just tap on that about 7 times until you have enabled development settings. Hit back once and select developer options. From there, scroll down and select USB debugging. Make sure that is checked and make sure that is on, and notify as well. So this will be able to, or allow your computer to talk to your phone, so we don't have to press and hold buttons all the time. So for now, I'm just going to wait till the everything downloads. Alright, so while the RUU is finishing downloading, we shall now set up the Android tools. So from where we have downloaded it, which should be in our downloads folder, we're going to create a new folder on the desktop, just for like easy access. So we're going to name this Android, and just drag, or actually extract the Android SDK anyway. And once it does, drag all the folders inside the SDK into our Android, or newly created Android folder, and you can delete that old folder there with nothing in it. So once you have done that, open up your Android folder and go over to Tools and double click on Android. At this moment, click Open, and if it does say that you can't run this application because it is from like a different source or an unidentified developer, go to your System Preferences when it loads and go over to Security and Privacy, and then click on the padlock and type in your password. Oops. And make sure you select allow apps downloaded from anywhere. So that will allow you to run the Android exec. So just lock that afterwards if you like, and hit open. At this point, if you don't have Java runtime, so you'll need to download the Java development, something like that. Java development kit, I think. So it's not the runtime, which is for the browsers, I think. So you'll actually need to download the JDK, Java Development Kit, that's right. And go ahead and accept the license down here. And now select Mac OS X 64 and just hit that DMG link and save the file. And I'll be back when this finishes downloading. So now that the JDK has finished downloading, go ahead and mount it and install the JDK. So just double click on the package, hit continue and install, and you'll need to type in your password here. Now this installation should be relatively quick, and then will allow you to update the Android tools. So once the Java development kit has finished installing, go back to your Android folder on your desktop, and then go to Tools, and double click on Android. Now this should run finally, and now what you need to do is make sure that your SDK tools and platform tools are updated. So install, well, these are already installed, so that's fine, but if there are updates necessary, then you got to update those too. So if you've got nothing to update, you can close all that. That is just to check that the files are updated. So now go over to your platform tools folder, and you should see ADB, fastboot, and a couple other tools. So here is where all the magic will happen. So we'll get started right now. So with our USB debugging enabled already on our phone, we'll just need to open up a terminal window, and this is what we'll need to type in. Type in CD space and type in that squiggly line, which is under escape. You're gonna have to hold shift for that, and then type in / desktop, desktop / Android. These are all case sensitive, so Android with a capital A or lowercase a, or however way the folder is, and then go to platform tools, platform - tools. So exactly the same folder as where our ADB fastboot files are, and press enter. Now we're in platform tools. To run our ADB server, you need to press or type in dot and then / ADB. Let's just check our devices. As you can see, it is unauthorized. I should zoom in on that, but when you unlock, you'll get the allow USB debugging. Check this checkbox and hit OK. Now we can put our phone aside. Pardon for any background noise, there is an aeroplane over my house. So again, if we type that command again with our dot and / ADB devices, you should now see that our device is connected. So I'll zoom in for this. Now, next off, we'll need to change our model ID. So I'll go ahead and bring back that website again, and we'll need to change our model ID to suit our Google Play Edition. So I'll just zoom out again and go to this thread on XDA developers and click to show content in the Google Play MID, and you'll need to do all the steps here, so I'll go through that. So type in /ADB shell, and now we're in the shell with a $sign. I'll zoom in for this, and you want to type in SU. Now as you can see, it has permission denied, and all you need to do to fix this is go to your super user settings. If I don't have it here, it's in the settings. Alright, so depends what super user client you're using, but I have mine built in thanks to the Side Engine mod. And as you can see, super user access up here, it's a bit faded, but it has apps only, and you want to select apps and ADB. I believe the latest version of Chainfire's Super SU does not require editing settings, but if it does, have a look in its settings. So you'll need to enable root for the Android debug bridge. So type in SU again, and this time we should be granted. So you'll have a hashtag sign which symbolizes root. And next, what you'll need to type in is, or copy in fact, copy this command, this whole thing. So echo all the way to seek 16384, command C that, and go back to terminal and right click and paste. And make sure you paste this, because this will, if you do something wrong, it will mess up your device a bit. So hit enter, and it'll say records in, records out, and it shouldn't pull out an error. And what we need to do now is type in exit again, so we're back at our platform tools folder. Next we need to type in /ADB reboot bootloader, and here we shall check if our MID or model ID has actually been changed. Anyway, we need to now change our CID to make it really authentic, or you could change it to super CID. So make sure your device is in the fastboot USB mode, and what you'll need to type in is /fastboot OEM write CID, one word, and our Google Play Edition CID, so GOGL capitals 001. That should equate to 8 characters, and when it is, press enter, and this should work really, unless there's something wrong with our fastboot. could be bad. Oh, it's done. Alright, that's good. Could not get pipe properties. So if you get something like this, just double check by rebooting your phone back into the bootloader by typing in fastboot reboot-bootloader. And that should reboot our phone back into the bootloader. It may take a while, in fact, because, I don't know, my computer's a bit old actually. So we have restarted. I think it actually is because we did the USB get var, fastboot get var. So now we can see our model ID has changed. Sorry, our carrier ID has changed to GOGL001, and that is what we need to aim to do. So now comes the fun part. We'll need to type in, or now we're going to be flashing the RUU. So type in /fastboot OEM reboot RUU in capitals, exactly like that. I might zoom in a little bit more just so you can see. Press enter, and that should get our device back into a new mode where it's a black screen with a silver HTC logo, like this, like that, and you'll still be able to use fastboot commands with this. So next we need to type in fastboot flash zip and leave it in a space, and open up the folder where you have your RUU, in my case the downloads folder, and I'm just going to find that, this one, and just drag it onto the command window, the terminal window, and make sure you do have a space between zip and where you drag it in, and hit enter, and that should start pushing it to your device. It will take a little while to get the pipe properties, but it can't for some reason. So I think it's just like related to drivers that Mac already has on it. So now it's going to be pushing the RUU to the device, 600 megs, so might take a little bit. So sending the zip file now, and it should flash itself, but present an error at the end. So I'll be back when it does show that error. Shouldn't take too long. Alrighty, so now you can see how it has failed remote 90 hboot pre-update, which means it's just updated its bootloader. So I believe you can press the up arrow. Yep, press the up arrow on your keyboard and hit enter again, which will just complete the same command a second time. And this will send the zip file again and flash it, but this time will be a little bit longer, as it will finish or go through the whole flashing procedure. So we'll let that happen, and I'll be back when it's done. Alright, so that only took about a minute and a half, or less than that. And your phone will now be at a green HTC screen, not green, black with a green bar. That's almost finished. So this is just for you to check any errors that may have occurred while flashing via the computer. And so after that, all you need to do is type in /fastboot reboot, and now bask in the Google Play Edition glory. So now phone should restart once the command goes through. Yep, like that. And should boot up. Yep. So we already noticed change bootloader, and it says Google. And we'll just let this start up as usual. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this does turn on. Oh, it does. Alright, so this boot sequence will take a little bit longer because it is the first boot. So I hope this helped you, that guy who requested it. So please subscribe to see more videos like this. I am pretty much available to make any video on the HTC One M8. So if you have any requests, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll seek to try to get it done. If of course it is reasonable. And with my new phone, the Sony Xperia Z3, I will be having a couple of videos on that soon as well, mainly for unlocking the bootloader and all that. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.